The leaves are changing and so are the sports seasons.
Plus, have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of the basketball games?
This and more next on The Sports Show.
Coming up on this edition of the High School Experience Sports Desk, we've got scores, highlights, and breaking news from all of your Patriot athletics. Tune in for exclusive interviews and compelling stories right from the source, plus exciting footage that you won't see anywhere else. To open the show, here's your anchors.
Hey folks, I'm Jacob Jeffries. With me today is Claire Batten, giving you the latest sports updates.
This year, the swim team has grown a lot.
Let's butterfly over to Brookhaven for more.
This week we interviewed Aaron Barnhart and Tucker Monroe to see what they're looking forward to this swim season.
Well, with all the new blood on the team this year, it's important that us people who have been around for a while can kind of step up and help the coaches with helping these new people get their techniques right and just build up endurance.
Yeah, there's quite a substantial amount of new people that I don't really know yet. But hopefully throughout the season we go on, we'll become a community or a big happy family like we did last year and the year before that.
We interviewed Miss Funk and Miss Nichols, the coaches of the swim team, on how the new swimmers have improved and how the senior leaders have stepped up this year.
We didn't make any cuts, so we have non-swimmers who are already swimming, so we expect to see a ton of growth, a ton of improvement.
We had kids on the first day that didn't put their head in the water, that didn't have goggles on, that didn't really know anything about swimming, and we've got those same exact kids already on day very low number of a day, swimming accurately, swimming technically, swimming so much better than we would have imagined from day one. So.
Absolutely.
Please wish the swim team good luck on their upcoming season.
Appreciate it, Brooke.
The women's basketball team won their first game of the season last week. Let's hear from Hannah Andrews to see how they're doing now.
The girls basketball team has just started their season with a big change to the roster. Here's senior captain Abby Keel and freshmen Carly Clift and Kennedy Capps with the inside scoop.
Senior Abby Keel tells us about what she does to help the freshmen as a captain and what advice she has for them.
I'd probably tell them to give it their all no matter what, and if they mess up on a play, they need to make it back up on defense because the play isn't over until the other team has either scored or not scored, even if they mess up. As a captain, it's an important thing to kind of guide the freshmen as they're learning. The freshmen are really good at bringing a positive energy, and these freshmen are really fast because most of them are guards. It's a big transition from last year because we didn't have as many guards, we had mostly posts, and so it's a pretty much whole new ball game.
Freshman Carly Clift tells us about what she's looking forward to this year and how the other freshmen help her on the team.
I'm most looking forward to making new friends and learning from the older girls and going to away games. I think having a bunch of freshmen makes, as we go through the high school years, makes the team stronger and more consistent. I think this season we have way more fun. Last year was sort of too hardcore, and this year it's actually fun.
Freshman Kennedy Capps explains the difference between middle school and high school basketball and her expectations for this season.
Playing with upperclassmen instead of middle schoolers is a lot more fun. Having so many other freshmen on the team has helped me and how I have the same questions sometimes and the coach answers it for them.
That's it for girls basketball. Be sure to wish them luck on their next game.
JV basketball is looking forward to a more successful 2015 and 2016 season. Here is Zach Taylor for more.
Hey FA, we interviewed Zach Taylor and Nolan Frost on how they thought the JV team would do this year. They also gave us some good insight on the new coach for the JV team.
We're going to be a very good team this year. We've had a slow start, but we need to have time. The freshmen need to get settled in, so do we. I think that we can turn it. We have a lot of skill, and with the skill we have, we can be a very good team. Like I said, there's not a lot of team chemistry going on, and so we'll fix that eventually. But I think as we progress the season, I think we'll get better and better.
We have a lot of new players on the team that haven't played other times, and we only have 3 returning players on the team. So we need to generate some team chemistry, and I think once we all get a feel for each other's play styles and we learn how to play with each other and get a feel for Coach Satterwaite's plays and offense and defense, I think we'll actually be a force to be reckoned with. I think that he's really smart.
I do too. I think he's a great coach. He knows what he's doing. It's our fault that we're not running the plays that he wants us to, and we're all getting frustrated right now. So I think with what he has in stake for this team, I think he has a good future available for us, for all of us as players, and to develop as individuals.
Back to you guys at the studio.
Now that playoffs are over, let's see how the soccer team has done this year.
Hi, my name is Nolan Frost, and I interviewed Coach Crossland, the new varsity soccer head coach, to get an inside look into the various aspects that have led to the historic soccer season this year. We interviewed Coach Crossland to get some insight into what has led to the team's successful season, as well as senior captain Nick Hughes' large success.
Last year we had a lot of individual talent that was there, and so this year I just tried to homogenize our team and kind of create a single identity for us. And kind of our motto toward the end of the season has been family, and just learning what it means to trust one another and to rely on the guy to your left and to your right and to the guy in front of you and behind you. And so just having that mentality, I think, is really essential. Yeah, so obviously if you look at his stats, he's one of the leading scorers for our team, and one of the leading scorers in Division 1A. And so just his leadership, his ability to make plays, and I think the guys feed off of that as far as the rest of the team. The guys around him make it possible where they're feeding him the ball, and they're not a neutral threat. So even any team we play, all the other guys on the pitch with them are just as much of a threat, so they can't just necessarily double down on Nick. All year we've been working on the basics, and just passes, touches, shots on goal, stepping to the ball. And so the coaches, my coaching staff, we've kind of just had the same idea of, like, if we can hammer down on the basics through the entire season and through the postseason, we're a really dangerous team. Because I would argue that 90% of the teams out there are not doing the basics, and so and they're relying on a couple of players to carry them through. I don't think that our team has reached its full potential yet. I've seen a lot of great gameplay by Nick and by Zach and by Malcolm individually, but I'm still waiting to see our entire team play to its fullest potential. I would say probably Ben Verhoes. He hasn't played goalie. This is his first year, and he's made quite an impact on our team. It just speaks volumes to his character that he's willing to do anything for the team. He traditionally played left mid for us last year, and I asked him at the beginning of the season to make the switch, and he stepped up to it eventually, and has really shaped him into a fine keeper.
That's it for this segment. Be sure to congratulate all the soccer players on their historic season.
Thanks, Nolan.
Let's pass it over to Matthew Costa to learn more about Christian Beatty and his success of making the varsity team his first year.
Good afternoon, FA. We interviewed Christian Beatty to see what it's like to be the only sophomore on the varsity basketball team. Then we interviewed Coach Durkin on what influenced his decision to choose Christian. We talked to Christian about how he's adjusting to the varsity team and the new coaching style.
It's really an honor, mainly because I am the only sophomore. Everybody else is either a junior or senior, and I have a lot to learn from everybody. I like the way Coach Durkin teaches, and there's a lot that I can learn from him. The way he teaches a press break, the way he runs his plays, how we always run fast and we're not trying to play it slow.
Coach Durkin explains what he expects from Christian this year.
Being a sophomore, it's obviously very intimidating to be on the floor as a varsity player. But he's got the speed and talent and potential, and I think the maturity to handle it. So we're looking forward to having him on the team the next couple of years. Well, Christian was with us during the Summer League. We played a few games in June, and he was on board with us and helped us quite a bit in running the offense, handling the ball, and organizing the guys. He's very aggressive, he's very quick. He's got a lot of potential. He's a very raw talent right now. So hopefully he'll learn well behind the seniors like Jacob and Chase this season, and we look forward to his leadership to develop over the course of the next couple of years as well.
That's all for this week. I'm Matthew Costa with Varsity Basketball.
Thanks, Matthew.
Do you ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes of broadcasting the volleyball and basketball games? Daniel Megan and Carter Page took a trip over to the mezzanine to see how it's all done.
That's right, Franklin Academy. You can watch your volleyball and basketball games play live, complete with commentary on the game. We talked to the announcer for varsity basketball games, Carter Page.
So as a play-by-play analyst, what I have to do is I have to
learn the names of the opposing team as well as our team, and what I try to do is make sure we have facts about them. I use maxpreps.com a lot. It helps me figure out stats for our team and the opposing team as well as the rosters. So when I'm calling the game, it's a lot easier to obviously make commentary during game breaks and stuff. It also allows me to see improvement throughout the season and say, oh, they're having a really strong game, or oh, it's not their best game.
To watch basketball games, visit franklinacademypatriots.org. Then click on the Files and Links tab on the top of the screen. This will lead you to another page where there is a list of options. Click on Live Video Stream for FA Volleyball and Basketball. This will lead you to the live broadcast page. Other behind-the-scenes jobs include multiple cameras to produce different angles, TriCaster, which picks the live stream that goes out for all of you to see, and Director, who helps the cameras decide what to shoot. So the next time you're busy with schoolwork and don't think that you can watch the game, visit www.franklinacademypatriots.org.
And now for Flex announcements.
On Wednesday during Flex, there will be an acapella club meeting. Thursday during Flex, there will be an art showcase. Flex A, there will be a robotics club meeting, and FCA will be meeting during Flex B. During Flex on Friday, there will be an NAHS meeting.
The boys soccer team made it to the state championship November 21st at NC State University. Let's hear from our on-field reporter to see how they did.
Ladies and gentlemen, we stand on the field in which the Patriots have captured their first ever title! Look at that student section out there. Look at them. They're ecstatic. Look at them. We recap the game, a 3-1 victory. Nick Hughes scores a hat trick in the first half, another goal in the first half, and at the beginning of the second half. Absolutely stellar victory. Patriots, such amazing hard work in practice this year. Just such dedication. They deserve the victory. Just an incredible effort. I can't express how much I'm proud of these guys. It's just such an honor to be a part of such an awesome team like this. I'm not a part of it, but just to be a part of the school and the atmosphere is just amazing. There's your state championship. You'll see the banner in the gym. Back to the news desk.
Congratulations to the boys soccer team and good luck to all the sports teams starting off. And with that, for Jacob Jeffries, I'm Claire Batten, wishing everyone a great week.
My mic.